What's up guys, welcome back. So today's video is going to be about how I do my mermaid waves that I'm wearing at the moment. I got tons of questions the last time I wore this on Instagram, and then tons of questions on my last Zaful video that I wore my hair like this as well. It is a really simple and easy hairstyle to do. You only need one tool, which is this Bondi Boost hair waver. I always forget the name of it. You can get them on Amazon, and there's just like tons of different brands and different styles. I know that you can do this with a hair straightener as well, and I have done that yonks ago. I love things like this that give you maximum impact, but it's like minimum amount of time. We're gonna jump into the tutorial, guys. Really hope that you like it and stay tuned. So we're starting out with clean hair. My hair was washed yesterday, I think. Yeah, I think I washed it yesterday morning. And I just let it air dry naturally, which is what I do most of the time unless I'm using my Dyson Airwrap, which I do love to use that. But it just really just depends what I'm doing that day. If I'm filming, I'll dry it and style it. If I'm not, I'm just gonna let it air dry and tie it up for the rest of the week. It has grown so much. I don't have any extensions in. Like, this is what my natural hair looks like. I've just been letting it grow out this past year and it's thickened up so much. You guys remember, if you've been a part of my channel for a while now, I had extensions, like tape extensions in, and they literally fried my hair. So I went a little bit darker with my blonde for a while. End of 2019, we cut my hair up to here. So this is all the growth from like 2020. So yeah, if you guys want to see a video on like how I've been regrowing my hair, the products that I use and recommend, and just like my tips and tricks and all those sorts of things, definitely let me know and I can accommodate that for you guys. So this is what we're working with. I did have it hairsprayed, like slicked back today, so I've got a little bit of a situation at the front going on here, so I will be correcting that. We are going to be using hair extensions. My typical extensions that I use are darker than these and they have more brown through them. I've got a mix of like lowlights and highlights in there, so you guys can see these extensions are not my hair color, but they do kind of match the ends, probably just like the tiniest bit off. If I have it like curled or if I have the mermaid waves, it blends in a lot better, but if I have it straight, these do not blend in. Like I said, my usual hair extensions are pretty much my exact hair color, but they're like pretty much the same length as my hair. And so for this style, I like to have really, really long hair. So these ones are the Bellamy something. Bellamy extensions. They're like the Invisibweft ones. You know, if you guys want to check them out, they are one of my favorite sets. And look at all this. Look at all this growth. This used to be so short. Oh, I need to get combed. Oh, BRB. Ha ha ha. This fantastic comb that my dogs have chewed up. I'm just going to tease my bottom layer. If you guys don't wear extensions, you can just like skip all of this. Just a rough little tease. We don't need anything crazy. These are already waved from when I wore them last time, so that doesn't matter because we're just gonna wave over them again. I like to do each section with the piece clipped in, and then this is the infamous tool that we're going to use. I think it might just be called the Bondi Boost hair waver. I don't know. I think they're all pretty much the same. I was just sent this one by Bondi Boost maybe like 2 years ago. Actually no, last year. Oh, come on, stay on, you son of a crack. Sometimes it just doesn't want to stay on. Yeah, I think there's just something wrong with the cord on these. The first one they sent over didn't turn on at all. It would like turn on and then just turn off straight away, and that's what this one has started doing as well. So just beware if you guys do go to pick one up from them. Just know a little bit sketch. That is heating up. I always use it on 210 degrees. I always just pick the hottest because the hotter it is, the less long I have to hold it on there, which is my life motto. So I'm just gonna hold it on like this. One of my extensions is like coming off, but that's okay. And I just hold it for a few seconds and then just move it down the shaft of the hair. We're just literally going to repeat this around my entire head. And yeah, that's it guys. Thanks so much for watching. Try not to straighten it out too much and I'll show you guys what we're left with. So this is what the wave will look like. So I just tend to do small sections because I feel like the smaller you do them, the better the waves turn out. See these little bits that I have out? I'm not going to bother waving these. I'm just going to leave them out. Sometimes I purposely leave more out on the ends, and usually while I'm curling, I'll just spray these with a bit of hairspray. Not too much. I hate this hairspray. Don't buy it. It smells like shit. It smells so bad. And it's like one of those ones that gets like stuck on your tongue. So bad. I can't even go in my bathroom once I've sprayed it. But I'm just trying to use it up because I don't want to throw it out because I feel like it's so wasteful. So typically I would say use heat protectant, but I ran out. So I've just done 2 rows of my extensions at the back, and this is what I've got happening so far with the hair. So I'm going to section off another lot, and I'm going to show you guys how I do it. I just let it all down, and then I just kind of eyeball and feel how much hair I want to let down. So I've let down like a thicker amount this time because as I come up to the top, I want to cover it with the hair extensions as much as I can, just so I don't have too much of my brunette color coming through and the blonde can kind of mesh in a little bit better. So I'm just going to do the exact same thing that I did before and tease and makes them a little bit more secure. You can also use dry shampoo or like hairspray. Like I said before, these were already waved from the other day. This is how they stay. So what you guys can do if your hair matches your extensions more closely is you can just go through with the mermaid waver and wave your hair and then clip the extensions in. Because my hair is so short compared to how long these extensions are and given the color difference, I don't want to do that because I want them to blend as much as possible. So that's why I'm going over them again, just to make sure that we have the same wave pattern between my hair and the extensions. Now all I do is I just grab all the straight hair, part it down the middle and bring it to the front, and then I take the wavy ones to the back. Just an idea if you're like me and you just like can't be bothered to section properly. I just use my shoulders as sectionals. So this has gotten really hot now, which is like so annoying because it's not hot enough to like burn your fingers, but it's hot enough to be like, ow. It's like holding them on like the hot pavement in the sun in the middle of summer. On my natural hair, I don't hold the wand for as long because my hair takes to it really quickly. And it's really important to hold your hair limp when you are doing it because you don't want to pull on the hair that's just been heated up because it'll just straighten it right out. So literally all you do with this is you just clamp it down. You don't have to hold it shut. It's not hard or anything. The tool itself is a little bit heavy for my little baby wrist. I do get sick of doing this and you guys can hear it's very squeaky. Compared to curling my hair, this is so much quicker and I just really love the effect that it gives. And again, just really important to hold it limp rather than pulling it straight, because if you pull it straight, you're just going to ruin the wave that you just created. I also don't go too close to the roots. Like this is probably a little bit close. Try and go like an inch or 2 out. I just feel like that gives it the most natural look to the waves. It's also important to try and pick up where you left off with the wave. So see where this one finishes? That's where I will slide my tongue down to. Make sure you don't run your fingers through it or anything. We want the curls to set as much as they can before we go through and give them a little spice up, a little bit of sauce. So I've done my entire head except for these front pieces right here. I'm going to do the back, like the crown of my head, because this is like the hardest spot to do. I kind of just try and hold it like up this way. It's like really hard to do this part. I don't want it too curled anyway. It's mostly just making sure that the waves are going in the same direction. Like this one isn't the best. It just kind of is like diagonal, which is like the annoying part about the back of my head, but the good thing is I can't see it. So unless you're leaving the house, it's not an issue. Honestly, as long as it's like a bit wavy, it doesn't matter. We just need like a bit of a kink in there. See, that's fine. It's fine. It doesn't look amazing, but it's fine. So I try and section it like this because I only have one piece for each side. So I'm gonna do it at like this angle and then clip it in, and then I'm gonna do the other one and we're gonna see where it's at. That's why I waved the rest of my hair before putting the clip-ins in. So I think I'm gonna do it like this. The reason I clip it in at a diagonal is because I kind of need it a little bit shorter at the front here. I need it to sit a little bit higher so it can kind of blend in with all of my front pieces and I can have the blonde coming in so it just meshes a bit better. Because these back pieces are sitting so much lower than this top piece, the diagonal just helps blending that in so it looks like it's more cut down, if that makes sense. Now I'm just going to go through, pick up the pieces that haven't been waved, which is pretty much just this front section. And with each bit that I pick up, I'm just going to also pick up the blonde extension. So with the top, it's really important to make sure that you're blending in the pieces over top of the extensions and not just underneath them, because this is going to be the dead giveaway of whether your extensions match your hair or not. So with those front pieces, I just go on them like real quickly. I really don't want the top of my hair to be like super wavy. So a little trick for getting rid of like the M kind of front bits. I hate when I get those. I just have a cowlick on this side and it's so annoying, but I just get the heat from the tool and just kind of rub it back and forth and just slowly get my hair to go down. Usually I would obviously use like a straightener or something, but I just cannot be bothered to straighten just one little bit of hair right now. I'm just gonna let that cool down, sitting like this. In the meantime, I'm just going to brush it through my hair. So I like to use a brush like this. This has hair all through it, just ignore that. But this one's from Bellamy. So just any kind of loose brush, and just going to work it through the hair. I just love to run a brush through it like that and like fluff it up a little bit. It just makes it really shiny. Excuse my dogs. Yeah, I feel like it just makes it look so much more shiny. I gotta separate them. This is what it looks like. That is pretty much how I get my mermaid waves. I don't know if they blend at the back. This is mostly just what I do for photos. As you guys can see, they blend really well with my natural hair and my extensions. And I just love this little wave technique. I feel like it is such an easy hairstyle that anyone can do, especially when you're just so bad and lazy with hair like I am. But I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. Don't forget to check out my Instagram if you haven't already, and I will catch you guys in my next one.